Hello, future people. Welcome back for another episode of Hardcore Farming in Minecraft. In today's episode, I would really like to finish the farmhouse so that we can actually get started with the farming. I mean, we've already started with the wheat farm. And that means I think once again, I'm not going to really have a whole lot of time to talk about things because I'm going to be doing things that require a lot of attention that aren't monotonous enough for me to be able to talk a lot. So I don't have a whole lot more planned for today. I decided I'm going to move this wall over a couple of blocks. I want to because I want a door leading from the farmhouse into this field as well. That's what I decided. So actually, wait, I don't need. Did I need to? Yeah, I did need to break that down. That is. Oh yeah, because I want like a gate over here. Right, and then over here I'm going to have wood. So yeah, I'm going to have, as I've already started, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to comment on. I'm going to want to comment on gameplay-wise. So, yeah, so what I have planned in terms of the intellectual content, okay, in this staircase, the intellectual content, I'm basically just going to wrap up the conversation about financial disparity because I don't have a whole lot more I want to say on that matter, on that kind of disparity in particular. But I kind of still feel like I didn't I didn't spend enough time I didn't dwell on those points enough. Like I kind of want to I kind of want to go over them one more time, sort of reiterate what I mean. Because I do want to be clear. I don't feel like I've really been clear, despite having already spent 2 episodes talking about it. Basically, I'm going back to my house to see if I could get more sand because I think this might not be enough sand, and I want to replant the spruce tree. That's why I'm going back. So I just want to sort of go over the points again, the talking points again, because I still feel like I wasn't clear enough in the last 2 episodes. Just looking back through them, I feel like I could spend one more episode in which I'm not going to really get that much time to talk about it anyways, because I'm going to chop this tree down. I'm going to get to talk a little bit, But mostly, I want to kind of focus on chatting about the farmhouse itself and what I'm doing. Do I want to leave a little bit of sand here? Yeah, let's leave 32 blocks of sand here because I want some glass to be here. Let's see, I can put all of this in here now. And yeah, let's just burn this sand in here. And I think 2 stacks of sand should be enough. I think that's going to be enough for what I'm trying to do there. You could never have too much glass. It's very easy to underestimate how much glass you're going to need, especially if you're going to use full blocks of glass, which I like to do for like rooftops. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. And I need saplings for the spruce tree. Do I have them in here? I do have them in here. Yeah, I just need the 4. So I guess I forgot to replant them. I think I was planning on going back to the tree, and I forgot. I forgot to come back to it to collect the saplings that were falling down from the decomposing foliage. I forgot about them. I forgot to come back for them, and that's why I didn't replant them. I was going to come back, collect the priceless saplings, and replant the tree, and I forgot to do that. And now I can chop this tree down because you can never have too much birch wood. So yeah, today's episode is going to be called the Fulcrum of Stability, and that's because I think that when in these conversations about why people feel uncomfortable about levels of financial disparity in particular, Okay, I think that one of the things that's going on is actually the reason that people who have very little feel uncomfortable with that is mostly not due to their relative to their sense of relative of having relatively less than other people. It's not that they care that they have less than other people. What's frustrating to them and what's frustrating to me is that they don't feel like they have enough to be comfortable in their lives. That they're not physically comfortable with where they're at. They don't maybe they wish they had a different job. Their work environment is not quite what they want it to be, and they wish they could switch over to something else, but maybe they're stuck where they're at currently because it can take certain credentials, a certain level of credibility to find something else. You can't. It's hard to just switch from job to job, right? Eventually, people are gonna question whether or not you're a good worker if you keep struggling retaining a job. So that could happen, and that could really set people back. And then and then you might not have the means to make sure that you have enough to pay rent and to eat well and to pay for health insurance, for health related things. And that can cause a tremendous level of discomfort. And I think the frustration comes not from feeling like, oh man, I have so much less than other people, and I'm just jealous of how much other people have. The frustration comes from just the discomfort, the raw physical discomfort of just being sick. I mean, that's kind of what I feel in my life. Like I get frustrated about that, and I'm very sympathetic to people that are also in that kind of circumstance. So I would say that is not a case of people feeling jealous. It's not a case of some kind of egotism where you just feel like you're relatively less affluent than other people, and that's what's frustrating to you. No, you're just frustrated by your discomfort. But past that fulcrum of stability, so let's say you have enough to feel comfortable in life, and then after that, like, it doesn't really take, just to reiterate one of the points that I made previous episodes, in the last two episodes, it doesn't take much to really enjoy your life. Like, once you have enough to cover your basic needs, it's free. Actually enjoying your free time, it doesn't cost any further money. There's no need to, it doesn't cost anything to engage in enjoyable hobbies or something that, to fill up your time that you can, to entertain yourself, or to just, and to just enjoy the time you spend for leisure. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take a whole lot of additional financial resources to do that, if any. Like, you could do it for free, right? You could spend $40, however much Minecraft costs, and that will last you your entire lifetime. So in that regard, I want to reiterate that past that fulcrum of stability, the amount of financial affluence is actually arbitrary to your level of enjoyment in life. And past that, and then if there are people that still feel very uncomfortable with the disparity, with feeling like, well, there's still a lot of other people that are much better off than I am, even though I'm doing well enough that I'm comfortable, but there's still people that have a lot more than I am, and people get very frustrated by that. That's the point. That's where I would call it egotism. That's the point where I would say that you're frustrated by the disparity and not just by the discomfort. And yeah, I would say that the antidote to that is, first of all, to recognize that all of it, including, even if you are in the boat that, in the same boat with me, where you're just uncomfortable with your life, even if you're in that kind of circumstance, all of that is not your fault. It's all a matter of, like, from the point of view of determinism, nothing is ever your fault. It's all this is it's the human condition and it's the world we live in. And I think it's important to recognize that, to give yourself some, to not feel ashamed of your circumstance in life. Because absolutely, you can always make the case that, well, you could have done something differently. You could have made better choices in life. You could have tried harder, made more effort. And that's what people are going to want to tell you, because people love to lecture people about how they're just not disciplined enough, or they just haven't made the right choice. They just made so many bad choices in life, and that's the reason why they're in pain, why they're having to endure things that they would really rather not. Let's just put it that way. I guess I should make a furnace here, because I'm going to need to burn all of that sand. I don't have any charcoal on me to burn the sand. Am I going to have to go back there now? Damn it. Do I have enough wood to... Those trees are going to... Yeah, those trees are good now. I can just make charcoal here on site. That's what I'm going to... I don't feel like going all the way back just to get me some more charcoal. Let's just do that. I want it over here. On the other side, I want it over here. Let's put it right here. Yeah. That looks good. Or do I want them kind of together and have the pole on the other side of the furnace? You know what? Yeah. Ooh, I could just have the furnace right underneath the pole. I think that would look better, slightly better, a little bit better. Although I kind of like the space on top of the furnace. Makes me feel like I can put things there. You know, I like just having the space to put things on, even though there isn't, you know, you can't really put anything on there. But I like having abundant table space, just as an aesthetic. Even though, like in Minecraft, you don't really need it for anything. It's just it just feels nice to have that. Just kind of a bit of an aesthetic quality. Like in real life, I like to have abundant table space, shelf space, just put things on. So I think that actually feels more pleasing to me to have it like that. So yeah, what was I saying? Your disparity is not. It doesn't feel as uncomfortable as after you get beyond that fulcrum of stability. Once you feel stable in your life, it's not as painful. And if it still is painful, that's kind of the reason why it is pain. I think the reason why that happens is people just haven't experienced enough hardship in their lives to sort of give them the perspective that, you know what, that's not the most important thing. It's not important how you compare to people. It's important, like, life could be so bad, so much worse, that you're just going to be stuck in a level of anxiety that you can't escape, because your life is so insecure that you can't stop thinking about how the heck what to do to improve your life, because you know that if you don't think hard enough, if you don't spend enough time processing that, you know, trying to figure it out, your problems aren't going to resolve themselves, you know, or you're just going to be stuck in physical pain because you don't have enough time to do the healthy things that you need to do in order to help yourself in that regard. You know, so life can get, like, people don't have the perspective to realize how much worse life can get when they're, you know, to let go of this petty egotism of, oh, I don't feel like I feel like that person has more than I do, and I feel jealous of that. That's a petty feeling in comparison to the sheer level of discomfort that it's possible to experience, you know, that other people experience just from not having their basic needs met. That is much more painful than the petty, you know, egotistic discomfort with the disparity, with the sense that, oh, that other people have more than I do. You know, but like past a certain point of stability, it's completely arbitrary. It doesn't matter how much more people have, because you can enjoy your life just as much as they do, if not more. Because enjoying your time, if you're comfortable, if you're physically comfortable, enjoying your time is free, completely free. You don't need any more money to do that. So it just doesn't matter past that point. And I think people just don't realize that until they've struggled in life, until they've had enough, until they've felt that level of adversity. And I think a lot of people just aren't ever exposed to it, and don't ever have to experience that. And yeah, I think that's probably what leads to their sense of their to this level, the level of egotistic discomfort. Let's call it that. Yeah, I'm gonna break down this wall. And yeah, I think it if you are in that camp, just recognize that it's not that important. It's not nearly that bad. It's not as bad as you think. Like it's not. I mean, or maybe I don't really know how to help those people. Maybe my advice doesn't really help you then if you're in that camp. Determinism. If determinism doesn't help you with that, then I don't know. I don't know how to. What else can help? Then I would like to hear from you. The thing is, people don't want to talk about it because it's too embarrassing for them to even admit to that to admit to egotism, that they're frustrated with how other people have more than they do. Right, that's embarrassing to people, I guess. But if you're not ashamed of it, let me know. Let's talk about it. I'd be curious to hear from you. I kind of want a little bit of green space over here. It doesn't have to all be completely covered up in fields. Let's just have a little bit of green space. It's not going to be. It isn't hoed. Let's do that. So yeah, and luxury, having more luxury in your life is completely superficial. And I think a lot of people, maybe people just don't realize that. It doesn't make your life. It doesn't make your life more enjoyable. Because you might enjoy driving your Porsche or your Ferrari for at first, but you'll get used to it, and then it's not gonna feel then it's gonna feel like you want more than that. Like that's not like you can tell. You'll see that there's supercars. There's cars that are even more expensive and more luxurious than a Ferrari. I want like a Lamborghini. I don't know my supercars well enough to know how they were, what the tiers of supercar exist. I'm not a car guy. I have no freaking clue. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like if you can get carried away feeling like it's never enough, and I think a lot of people do kind of get carried away with that. And it's entirely superficial. It's just a matter of appearance. Like it's in reality, it's just you're gonna reach a glass ceiling of what feels. I just want one. I'm just gonna have a 1 block wide staircase there. Luxury is just completely superficial. It's more important, if you do have the resources for luxury, it's better not to, don't spend it on that kind of stuff. And people that are typically people who are quote unquote rich, who are financially affluent, who had to work for that money, they typically don't spend it on luxuries because they recognize that. And what they do spend it on are things that are their family. They spend it on things that will provide stability for the rest of their family. Just like you could build a larger house to have more family members live there, to have more kids live there in comfortable to live comfortable lives, or to like that. I mean, that's basically that's what I would do with my money, because there's no limit to that. There's no limit to how many more family members you can have living together with you in like a large complex. Like you could purchase continue purchasing adjacent property until you basically own a city block, and then just build a very architecturally sound building that looks nice and is very utilitarian, that has all of the features that a large amount of people would need. But basically, I'm thinking like 60 people, like 64. I like the number 64, okay, because I like multiples of 4. Let's just shoot for 64 family member compound. I think that's kind of my personal target. I'm never going to be able to achieve that, but maybe in the future, my progeny, my great grandkids will maybe potentially, possibly one day achieve that level of affluence. And yeah, don't spend it on luxury. Just spend it on a nice, a good dwelling, a comfortable dwelling. That's not luxury, that just because you don't need a lot of space. Like, you could have more people living there is what I'm saying. Like, you don't need more space for yourself. I mean, it's just you can live very, very modestly, actually, and just have like a large amount of family members living together very modestly, but in a building that is pleasant to live in. That have a nice courtyard, have outside space, have place where you can garden, have those kinds of amenities. That's the stuff that's worth spending money on, not the superficial stuff that just looks good, like fancy cars or fancy jewelry or something like that. All right. I need to replant trees. I didn't replant that. I forgot to replant the trees. Oh, and I need the glass. Let's get some more glass to complete the domes. The dome on the one tree. I never burned the glass. I still need to do that. Oh, I needed oak wood to burn the glass with. Let's do that. That's what I was planning to do. I'm just talking so much that I'm forgetting I'm not keeping track of what I'm actually trying to do. All right, I need to finish building that staircase and then work on the second floor, and then also a third floor. See, I want a third floor because I want to have the bedroom overlooking that little hill there. Luxury, in a way, I kind of like to think of luxury as an exploitation of the rich, like reverse exploitation. Because the reality is that stuff is completely unnecessary, right? Like the thing is, people spend so much money on that stuff, and it's not like it just goes into a vacuum. Like that money goes towards the people that made that stuff. I mean, that money that the rich people spend on their luxurious lifestyles, on yachts and fancy cars and extravagant houses. Your house doesn't have to be extravagant. Okay, I'm not talking about extravagant buildings. It only needs to be so large to live comfortably in an aesthetically pleasing environment. It doesn't need to be. You get to a point where your house is as big as it really needs to be for it to be functionally as good as it gets, right? And then past that, it's just extravagance. The extravagance, it's kind of like an exploitation of rich people's egos, because the people that make that stuff, the architects, the carpenters, the maintenance guys, they know that they're just raking in that cash from that the rich people spend on all of this stuff completely unnecessarily. those fancy rich people are spending that money just giving it away to people who build this stuff, who build those yachts and those fancy cars, and maintain their fancy houses. Like, yeah, that's like it's that money sustains those workers, and those workers are very happy to take that, to receive that, all of that money. It's good pay. I mean, I'm sure it pays very well to live in to work for like a Lamborghini factory or something like that. I'm sure that's a very highly well-paying job. So I kind of like to think of luxury, and that probably might help you. If you do feel frustrated with the disparity, with the level of with how there's rich people living very luxurious lives, it might help you feel better about it, to recognize that, to think of it as a way of as kind of a reverse exploitation. Like, you're exploiting the egotism of the rich. Like, they don't really need this stuff, right? But you get to benefit from it. You're getting them to spend money on frivolous things that they don't really need. Okay, and I hope that maybe that in itself will give people some solace. I'm thinking this whole... I would rather just have green space over here, because you don't really need this much wheat. Like the cows, I'm gonna have 8 cows and that's it. So I don't really need that much hoed land. There's a word for it. I forget what the technical farming term is. The worked land. I forget. There's a word for it. I forget what it's called. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I need more oak wood. So yeah, think of luxury as reverse exploitation, or if you are a rich person, I guess you could think of it as kind of an act of charity. Like, you're giving people, you're giving those workers, you're providing them with livelihood, right? By spending this money on things that you don't really need. But the workers actually benefit tremendously from all of that money you're spending on that. So like, I don't think it's something to feel ashamed of. Like, I'm not shaming rich people for being that way. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying luxurious things. I'm just saying that if you aren't a rich person, it's nothing to be jealous of. Like, luxury is just completely arbitrary. It's like there's no utilitarian benefit from it, or there's a very limited utility in it. All right, and that's it. That's basically all I wanted to say on that matter. I just wanted to sort of expound on that. I didn't feel like I talked enough about it. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to replant the wheat seeds. I can do that. And then after that, I'm out of wood. I need more freaking oak wood. How did I run out of wood? I don't get it. I thought I had. It's just you always underestimate how much wood you're going to need for these kinds of builds. And I forgot that I was going to need charcoal. I guess I should just run back and grab more charcoal, because I have plenty of charcoal. I should go back and grab more charcoal, so I don't have to burn oak wood, the precious oak wood. All right. I guess the next point I was going to get to. So there's a lot of other kinds of disparity. I actually thought of a couple more since the last episode. Remember last episode, on the corrections episode? I was talking about how there's more than the 3 that I originally mentioned in the first episode. Originally I said, well, there's 3 kinds of disparity. There's financial or fiscal, then there's the social disparity, and there's moral disparity, or ethical disparity, whatever. There's actually at least 3 more that I thought of. There's also genetic disparity. There's also the disparity of potential. And I guess the potential disparity is kind of related to genetic disparity, but not always. You might, your good genes might not have gotten triggered or something, or so I think it might be slightly different. It might not really be different. That might be exactly the same, where the level of potential you have might be very much, almost entirely dictated by your genetics. So that might actually be the same thing. And then there's also the disparity of credibility. Right? That's another big thing. But I'm going to leave those topics for later, because I don't want to dwell on this subject for a whole lot longer. Like, next, I might spend a few more episodes on the social disparity, and I want to talk about friendship next. Next episode, I want to talk about friendship. I want to talk about what things are actually valuable in life. Because I don't think financial affluence past a certain extent, I don't think there's actually that much value in it. It's superficial value, right? But there are things in life that are absolutely priceless that should count for a lot more than your level of financial affluence. And a lot of the people that are affluent might not have those things. Might feel like they're poor in their social connections, in their social capital, because rich people end up getting a lot of enemies in life very frequently, and you might feel like that nobody really, you might not have a single person in your life that you can trust, or that cares enough about you that you can share your feelings with, or something like that. So I would say that a friendship is actually extremely, extremely valuable. And I want to say that I would like to distinguish between multiple degrees of friendship. I've kind of discerned like 3 tiers of friendship, and before that, like the stage of acquaintanceship is also kind of counts, where if you meet that person in public, you can just talk to them, and because you know each other, that counts for something. There's value in that, and that value, you can't put a price to it. It's priceless. And the value of having people in your life that you can trust, that's priceless, guys. You can't, the government you can't fix those problems by just throwing money at it. No amount of wealth can buy you people's trust or people's affection. All of that you have to obtain with that's just a matter of personality, of how you treat people, maybe you're having good intentions, or having good direction in life, working towards the same things. You can find people that are willing to collaborate with you if your intentions match up, if you're working towards the same objectives, right? And that's priceless. Finding people that are willing to work with you, that you can trust, that aren't just taking advantage of their leverage over you, that is priceless. And beyond that, having people that care about your feelings, that is also something that's priceless. All right, what am I here for? I wanted to get charcoal. That's what I'm here for. Let's burn more. Let's make more charcoal. So I'm going to need more charcoal. Let's burn charcoal there. Stash this wood. Do I have anything of these two yet? I don't. I thought I had more charcoal than that. I don't. I still have. You can never have enough charcoal. You can always. I'm going to just be burning charcoal for a long. Let's just keep burning it. Let's make more charcoal. Have 2 stacks of charcoal, because that's all I need. I have lots of spruce wood. That tree is already grown again. I could go chop more wood down, get even more spruce wood. No, actually 23 is good. Yeah, because it's already burning 1. I like to keep them in quantities divisible by 8. I need to eat. I do not even need to eat yet. Except barely run around. Alright, that should be enough for us to have enough glass to burn. Enough coal to burn the sand, to smelt the sand. Smelting the sand. Isn't that how it works? You smelt the sand? Melt? Maybe it's just a melting process. Is that the physics terms, the correct term to use? Alright, let's go melt the sand into glass. And then some of these trees have already grown. I don't have enough oak. I need more oak wood to complete this house. Of all the things, that's what's going to hold me up. I have this day and then one more day. I have a day and a half left. I wanted to finish this build today, but I ran out of oak wood. So I guess I'm going to have to keep. I'm going to have to. Oh, I do have oak wood right here. I forgot about that oak wood. Dang it. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I have oak wood right there. And I can't combine my coal with the charcoal. That's alright. It's okay. I can convert all of that into torches. I like having 16. I like keeping them in groups of 16 because that's the Artem rows, because you can make that 16 into a full stack of torches. For convenience sake, I like doing that. All right, so I got glass. Can you smelt it? I can use up all of this oak wood because I need it, because that's what it's for. Let's use it up. And I kind of want stairs going like this over here, and then I'll have some chests right here. That's the plan, because now you can sort of go like this. Yeah, I like how that works. That works well. All right, now we can make, and I want planks. I want planks for the roof. I'm gonna need to make a bunch of planks. Plankety planks. Maybe I'll just have a crafting table in the wall, because I think that'll look fine. Like right here, gonna be centered. I have like a couple of crafting tables over here, like a crafting wall. Or maybe I should use the space for a map. No, I'm gonna place a map here. I have a just four tile map. Yeah. So I guess I'll have a crafting table like over here in a corner. Maybe right here. Kind of want 2 double chests. And then maybe a crafting table here. Well, how do I want to do this? Yeah, and then a crafting table right there. And then what about furnaces? I'm going to have, well, okay. Okay, never mind about the map. I'm going to need the space for furnaces. I'm going to need like at least 3 furnaces. 4 furnaces? 6 furnaces? I guess I could sort of also put a chest on top of, I'm not sure. All right, crafting table. Let's just go start with a crafting table. Do what I know I need to do first. I want a crafting table right there. And then I'll have chests over here. I want to do chests last, just in case I need more of this wood. Okay, I wanted to place the crafting table so that I could make planks. Now I can make planks. Let's just make a bunch of planks. Not that many. That's probably going to be enough. I'm not sure. I don't know how many we actually need for this. Yeah. There's that. Planks. So yeah, your connections, your social capital is priceless. It is worth much, much more than your financial resources. And that's also something that people probably feel, some people feel an enormous amount of jealousy about. People really want to feel, sometimes some people will feel like they don't have enough of that in their lives. Maybe I should actually drag the staircase out 1 more block. Let's do that, because then I can fit more underneath it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that. And I'm gonna talk about that in future episodes. Maybe the next one. Maybe not the next one. I'm not sure. I kind of want to take a break from the topic of disparity, because there's so much to talk about in that regard. Like I don't want to just talk about this for like 20 episodes straight, because I could, because there's that much stuff to talk about with this topic. It's just a massive topic. I could make a whole channel about just talking about disparity. I would rather not do that. There we go. Now I can put the crafting table can go right here. And I can have a couple of furnaces on top of that. Yeah. And I can just have, like, this can be made out of cobble, And it'll be like kind of like a chimney going up from the furnaces. Yeah, that's what I can do. That there. And then I don't really need this furnace outside anymore. Well, I already have it here. I already have it there, and it looks nice. I'm gonna leave that furnace there. Because, you know, I might need an extra furnace one day. And it's raining. I'm gonna sleep in here. I already have a bit of a roof that I can sleep under. In those I can sleep through those rainy nights. I already have some shelter over my head. I'm becoming more affluent as we speak. All right, I think we're getting close to the end of this episode 69. I have one more day. I still have one more day. I can keep yapping. I can keep chatting. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have a ladder going up to the 3rd floor, and on this floor, probably gonna have a door leading up here. And I'm thinking maybe I'll just leave this open space. Maybe I'll just have, because basically, I mean, this is basically going to be where, I mean, do I really need this? I don't really need this floor. I only want the 3rd floor so that I can overlook that hill. So I don't really need more, you know, more square space, you know. So I need to make some. Do I want to use? I could just use my birch fence. Actually, just have a little bit of color variation there. I guess I made too many planks now. I don't really need all those planks. I might need. I'll put the planks up on the roof for the 3rd floor. You know, for the roof of the 2nd floor. And now I can actually make this window even bigger. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Oh, that is gonna look beautiful. Hell yeah. And this window, I'll just sort of make a double window. I probably won't. I don't want to just make this a tall window there. But this window can just be a large window looking over the farm. And then I'll have like a bed over here for the villager. Yeah. I have like a small window over here. A small window over here. There's going to be a door over here. And another window over here. Do I want this window to match that window? I guess I could. I could do that. Alright. Well, no, I don't. I don't want to do that because I don't like it when the stair is this close to the edge. Because I'm gonna have the panel, the glass pane there. Yeah, let's do something like that. That'll look nice. I think. Is that gonna look nice? Is that gonna look good enough? Good enough for my tastes. For my for Cowboy Dan. I'm gonna have a villager live there, and I'm gonna name him Cowboy Dan as a Modest Mouse reference. If anybody is a Modest Mouse fan, they will know about Cowboy Dan. I am not even that big of a Modest Mouse fan anymore these days. I haven't heard any of their newest stuff since that blue album with the hot air balloon, whatever that was called. I haven't been listening to music to like American language music in a long time. I mostly listen to Russian rock these days, and I haven't, even my favorite American bands, I don't really listen to them anymore. I might get, man, do I like that tree? Is this actually a nice looking tree that I like, or do I actually want to regrow that? So it's actually not really quite as, I don't really like this tree. I want to make a different. I want to regrow this tree. Let's regrow this tree. I don't like it. because they get bigger than that, and they get like I kind of want more branches. That's just not a good enough tree for me. All right, I'm gonna get picky. And yeah, let's try this again. All right. So it looks like we're gonna spend one more episode building this house. Hopefully that's only one more, but it's gonna look very nice. I'm very happy with how it's going so far. And I'm gonna be talking about friendship the next episode, I think. Or maybe I'll take a break from that just to, because I'm a little bit tired of the topic of disparity. Like I'm not sure if I want to delve into friendship next. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I feel comfortable enough talking about that, because I've spent so much time thinking about it. Like, I don't think, like, I've figured out, like, I was worried a little bit about, like, man, I don't want to offend any of my friends. What are my friends gonna think about this stuff that I'm saying about friendship? Are they gonna think? I don't think anyone's gonna. I think I know exactly what I need to say to make sure that I don't actually offend anybody. Because I like my friends are good friends. I have good friends and I like them a lot. And I think they're gonna enjoy watching this next episode about friendship. I want to make sure that they do, because I definitely don't want to lose any friends over making an episode about friendship, alright? So, I have thought extensively about this topic, and I thought about making this episode about that, making this episode the friendship episode, but you know what? I decided that I'm going to be chatting about building the house so much, I'm going to not have enough time to actually make my talking points, so I kind of wanted to save that for a later episode, because I expected that I'm going to need a lot of time. I'm going to need to devote a lot of time talking about the house that I'm building, and I actually barely ended up doing that. Like I didn't really need this much time, I guess, as much time as I expected. Do I want to have like a roof over this entrance? A bit of like a... I think I could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. I need more stairs. It's taking shape. It's gonna look so nice. It's gonna look very nice. Wait a minute. Do I want to have it go all the way now? I think I just want to have it like right here. I'm going to go partially to the wall, not all the way to the wall. Or actually, no, this is fine. I'm just gonna have it only go out to this far. Excuse me. Yeah, this is fine. That's fine. And then I'm gonna have stairs going down like that, and then complete the birch fence going up to hold those. Oopsie. Birch wood over here, just like that. Yeah, does that look right? No, that doesn't look right. I want this to be upside down stairs. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, much better. That looks much better, doesn't it? Or no, maybe it doesn't. No, that's fine, because I'm gonna have another set of stairs on top of those stairs, and then it will look just right. I'm gonna have stairs up here, and now it looks just right. Yep. Yeah. Oops. Ouch. Or do I want full blocks? No, I want full blocks. I want full blocks here. I just didn't like the way that corner looked. But I could have full blocks going down into that window to avoid that instead, because I would prefer to have flat space there. Yeah, I'm just going to make this window smaller. Yeah. Okay, now I like it. Now I like it. And this is just going to be an even bigger window over here. It's going to be a massive, massive window with a very nice view of the cows and of Clarity Mountain. It's going to look fantastic. It's going to look schwamtastic. Oh crap, I wanted to have... No, I do have a door. I have a door from here, leading up from here. Yeah, this is fine. It's going to look just right. It's going to look absolutely lovely. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's going to look so nice. I'm so happy with how this is going. Yeah. This will definitely... This is how this floor is gonna... I like how this floor is going. I'm gonna... Yeah, and then I have enough space for a map right here. Heck yeah. Alright. That's it. That's it for today, guys. Next episode, I'll probably end up talking about friendship, and it's gonna be a good episode. Please stay tuned for that. And for today, I'm done talking about financial disparity. I'm tired of the topic. I'm done talking about it. I'm sure you guys are tired of it too. I've spent 3 episodes talking about it, so that's gonna be it. And I might change my mind about the next episode. I'm not sure exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm going to talk about. Like, I'm not sure if I want to make like Disparity Part 4. Not just yet. Not just yet. I might call it something else. I might talk about something else. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything for the next episode. All right. But this episode is coming to an end, and I thank you very much. I thank you for sticking with me and for watching through this. And next episode, I will complete this house, and it's gonna look great. All right. So I'll probably end up doing that during the week, because I'm gonna get impatient and not wait until next Sunday. So hopefully somebody will watch this. My last episode got no views so far. Like 3 days in, 0 views. Nobody's watched it yet. So hopefully somebody's gonna watch this one, and hopefully I'll manage to retain your interest, your curiosity onto the next one as well. And with that, I'm gonna say, oh, man, I gotta collect that sapling. With that, right after no, I can't even collect it. Fuck it. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna leave the precious sapling to just disappear. All right. With that, I'll leave you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys till next time, and hopefully I'm gonna find a good thumbnail for this video, because I really have no idea what I'm gonna use for the thumbnail. I haven't really. Yeah, that's got a problem for me to figure out. Maybe this. I don't know. I'll have to watch it just to, because darn it. Am I gonna have to go to a villager just to make sure I have a good thumbnail for this video? Damn it. I wanted to. Oh, sorry, you ending the episode. All right, guys. No, I don't want to. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm gonna end the episode. It's day 70 now. It is day 70. It's time to end the episode. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. That's it. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.